Coach Baker, Coach Graves, it's so good to see both of you. Basketball season's here. Excited for the season to start. And I know you guys have just put together an outstanding lineup for the tournament this Saturday. Can you kind of talk about what the meaning is of this tournament and how did it come about?
Well, we wanted to first create something for the community, Southeast Raleigh community, where we're providing resources to our residents in that area of the city. But also, I wanted to end the day with the phenomenal basketball game. So, we got full support from Advanced Community Health, Duke Health, the city of Raleigh is coming out, and a bunch of nonprofits are coming out during the early parts of the day for the residents on their behalf. We're having a walk, but we're going to finish the day with some basketball, some really good basketball. So the coaches were supportive of what we're trying to do. Coaches for the Cure, and we have so many things that impact our community. These coaches were down to do it. Southern Wake, Panther Creek, Calvary Day, Clayton. Knightdale, South Garner, Southern Durham, and Southeast Raleigh. We're going to go head to head, big time matchups early in this early part of the year. All of these are playoff teams in their own right. So it's just going to be a day of the community, but also a good day of basketball as well. Bake, I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
Yeah, the combination of information for the community and other communities in basketball, to me over the years has been a great combination. And like Coach Graves says, what we're trying to emphasize earlier that day, we're going to do education seminars at Southeast Raleigh that involve prostate cancer, breast cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, and mental health that is very important to be talked about or discussed in our community. The idea of this goes back to a mentor of mine. His name is Coach Rick High, who was the coach at St. Augustine's University for a number of years, who have touched a lot of athletes in the Southeast Raleigh community. I mean, all of your great athletes, basketball players and football players that are from that area have some connection to Coach High. Coach High spoke to me, I guess, a year or two ago and let me know that he had prostate cancer. And out of that conversation, he said, Coach, I want to do something to educate the community, males in particular, about prostate cancer and the effects. And also I want to do it around basketball. So basically, I took it and ran with it. And out of it, I constructed a team, starting with my leader on the team being Coach Graves, to ask if we could possibly do something at Southeast Raleigh Magna High School to kind of put emphasis on this. And he was gracious to say, yes, we could do it along with Eddie Harden, who's the principal at Southeast Raleigh. Got to give him credit for allowing us to do this and really provide this for the community. The basketball piece, which is, I said, icing on the cake, and got to give Coach Graves his flowers that he has put together some of the best teams in the area to play probably their first or second game of the season at Southeast Raleigh. And I mean, this is something unheard of that you can sit in the gym. Reminds me of old times, Jay, that you can sit in the gym on a Saturday afternoon and see four of the top teams. Well, I'm sorry, eight of the top teams in the area just go head to head, back to back at a like price. You don't even have to pay a whole lot like you would pay to see an ACC tournament or a Christmas tournament. You can just sit there all day, get you some popcorn, and just enjoy high school basketball. So I think, it's a great event for the community. My hope and prayer, like I always say, is that the community takes advantage of this and comes out and support.
Credit 101 on Friday. So, you know, I think we all need help with finances and credit. We have a great speaker coming to talk to.
All of us have jacked up credit or some kind of way or know somebody with jacked up credit. Let's be for real.
Well, you guys are both leaders in the community, and I know basketball means so much to you, but also developing people off the court is something that you guys really care about. Why is it so important to you, and why will this event kind of help accomplish both goals?
For me, I'm, born to give back. That's in my genes to give back to the community or give back to society. That's sort of my life story. And as I said, one of my mentors, Rick High, who is behind all of this, one of his life dreams is to give back to the community. So out of that, this was born. And to me, this is one of the best ways to share or give back to the Southeast Raleigh community and all communities to come out and participate in this.
You have mentors like Rick High, you have, Coach Bate, you know, guys that want to give back growing up. You see that, and you get in positions to give back, you want to replicate that. And so, um, I'm really, I'm really trying to, extend that and be a product of what, uh, they have started, and use the resources that we've kind of garnered now to kind of help bolster plans, ideas, and concepts so that we can give back to our community that we're a part of, that we've been a part of for so long. So
And I know this event takes time to plan, and there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes where you guys have had to work to get everything set up. Just what does that process look like, and talk about the involvement of so many others to make this happen?
Well, we started this process kind of late, I would think, but it's coming together real good. And of course, I got to thank you, Jay, and the station for everything that you do to help Southeast Raleigh and the Southeast Raleigh community. So with us starting so late, we had to go out and, try to get support, try to get financial support and other types of support. And, one thing I learned through this process, and I want to say is that a lot of folks out there are struggling financially, all kinds of ways, the struggles out there. And this is an example of identifying that the struggle is out there and people in all communities need help. So we felt this is a way to offer that help. We've reached out to sponsors and we've had some to respond, not a lot, because we understand this is a tough time. But again, for us, this is a means of giving back.
And I think it just comes together when you're doing something that's pure and genuine. People want to be a part of it. So, even though we did start late, enough people want to support Rick High, enough people want to support Coach Bate, want to support the cause like yourself, to help get this out here, get the word out here. So, because like Big saying, it is a struggle out here, and but there are resources out here for them, for our residents to take advantage of. And I think there's no time better than now to present those to our community.
Yeah. And for everything that you have planned with the basketball and the off-court activities, if people out there come to engage, what will the day look like as far as, what opportunities will they have to engage in some of those activities? And then also with the basketball, what would you like people that come to this for them to accomplish?
I would say it's going to be an all-day event, Jay. I mean, we're going to start the walk at 9 o'clock, and it's going to be activities for all ages to participate in it throughout the day. And again, the icing on the cake is just to be able to watch top-level basketball players in one gym perform. Not only players, coaches also. So to me, it's going to be a day to remember, a day that they will learn a whole lot, get a whole lot, where they don't have to pay anything for the seminars. I mean, it's a price to get into the ball game, of course, but what you're going to receive based on you being there is just great. It's just great.
Yeah, I would compare it to a family reunion, right? I think the Southeast Raleigh community is united in so many different ways, by leaders like Rick High and Coach Williams from St. Aug, Coach Baker. All these faces are going to be there. I think this could be an event that we surround each other, that's centered on resources in basketball, but we also can unite, which is no better time than now than coming together. So.
But I'm sure this is an event that you'll want to continue to put together year after year. But looking at this basketball schedule that you put together, very impressive. That's a testament to both of you and the respect you have from the coaches and the teams to come together. But these matchups are going to be some of the best games we'll see all season long.
To get all of those teams in the gym to play against each other, looking at competition, is all about relationships that Coach Graves and myself have with the head coaches of those teams, that they will bring their team to an event like that. And that's the way it was in the past when I was coaching. It starts with the relationships with the coaches that's passed down to the relationships with the players and the teams that makes it all worthwhile. So like I said, kudos to Coach Graves that he was able to get all of those coaches to to let their teams participate in this, because that's not an easy task to do. It's not.
And I think, like you said, this is just the start. We got some national level teams that we'll bring in next year. So, we're super excited about this opportunity, but it's for the school, it's for the community. And I think that we should just, exhaust our resources to kind of make this thing happen for a positive cause.
And just to give this schedule, it's at 1 o'clock Panther Creek versus Southern Wake, 2:30 Calvary Day versus Clayton, 4 o'clock Nightdale versus South Garner, and then the nightcap, the Bulldogs of Southeast Raleigh versus Southern Durham. So some top players, top teams, top coaches. You have it all.
Yeah. Donald Williams is the new coach at South Garner, so that's going to be really fun with, Nightdale. These are some fun matchups. I think it's going to be, you have a leading scorer in Calvary Day who's coached by former Boston College player Evan Nessler. So I mean, like you said, these are some top names bumping heads against each other. So I think it's going to be an exciting day. If you like good basketball, it's right here in the area. You can come out Saturday afternoon. We're not going to hold you too long, so you can get home and watch a game. But you're going to get enough basketball, high level basketball. You got some nationally ranked players that'll be on the floor Saturday afternoon.
And it starts Friday. So the seminar is Friday, November 21st from 6 to 7 for the Credit 101. Then Saturday it starts at 9 to 12 with the Wellness Walk-in Fair. Anything else to add there, Coach Baker?
Need to be there. We hope that everybody in the community and outside the community shows up, because it's going to be a wonderful day.
Yeah. Aren't you too glad basketball's back?
The way it is, unlike it was when I was coaching, it never stops. It never stops. They practice year round.
Yeah. Yeah, there really isn't an off season anymore.
No, it's not. Not anymore.
Well,
And Coach Graves can allude to that. It ain't no off season.
there's game days every day, or practice every day.
Doing something. Yeah.
Yeah, I know we're excited for the season to start, and for you guys every day, every day it's on your mind. But I know this is an exciting time, and you really look forward to it. How are the Bulldogs looking?
Exciting. I mean, I think we have some young talent. We're super young. We only have three seniors. Top 100 kid. We have two other guys we think they're going to emerge. So, I mean, Bake has set the foundation. It's just my duty to carry the torch, and then, so that we can continue to thrive. And I think the families, the community are behind us. The administration is behind us. So, I mean, we got invited to the wall. So, the talent's there, the chemistry's there. I think this is set up for a really good year, Jay. I really do.
Jay, as always, when you interview me before the season, we're going to play hard. Guarantee. So you come to the game, we might not win, but we're going to play hard.
That culture was built by you, and Coach Graves continued that same foundation. But so excited for what you have planned this weekend with the Coaches for Cure basketball tournament and activities with seminars. It's amazing what you do for the community, and we appreciate you both so much. And anybody watching, come out, and you're gonna have a great day Friday and Saturday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Baker. Thanks, Coach Graves.
All right.
All right.